Have you ever wondered why some people get attached so quickly? Almost as if their heart decides before their mind even has time to catch up. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone you know. But the psychology behind fast emotional attachment is far deeper than most people realize. And today, we're breaking down the 5 hidden personality patterns that almost everyone who gets easily attached tends to share. They feel emotions more intensely than the average person. People who get attached quickly aren't weak or clingy. They simply experience emotional highs and lows on a much deeper level. Psychologists call this high affect intensity, meaning their emotional system amplifies experiences 10 times more. A small gesture feels meaningful. A warm conversation feels personal, and when someone shows them kindness, their brain releases more dopamine and oxytocin than usual, creating a fast emotional bond. They don't fall fast on purpose. Their nervous system is wired to feel strongly, quickly, and fully. They grew up learning to overvalue rare moments of affection. If someone grew up with inconsistent attention, sometimes warm, sometimes distant, their brain learned early on to cling to moments of closeness. It's called intermittent reinforcement, one of the strongest psychological conditioning patterns known. When love didn't come consistently, they learned to grab it while it's here. So as adults, even small signs of interest feel like a treasure. They attach quickly because their mind has been trained to treat connection like something that could disappear at any moment. Their attachment is not impulsive, it's protective. They have an internal belief that relationships give them identity. People who attach quickly often have a personality trait psychologists call externalized self-worth, meaning they understand themselves through how others respond to them. When someone likes them, they feel valuable. When someone pulls away, they lose that feeling. So forming a bond becomes a way of stabilizing their identity. They aren't trying to rely on someone else. They're trying to feel like a complete version of themselves. And the moment someone shows genuine interest, their mind quietly says, "This is who I am with this person." The attachment becomes less about the relationship and more about the identity it creates. They idealize others faster than they realize. People who attach quickly often see not just who someone is, but who they could be. Their brain fills in the gaps with imagination, potential, and hope. This comes from a cognitive pattern known as positive projection, where the mind assigns positive traits to someone before fully knowing them. It's not delusion, it's optimism mixed with emotional hunger. They tend to believe the best in people, which makes them deeply loving, but also vulnerable to over-attachment. They fall for the idea of the person as much as the person themselves. They crave emotional synchronization, that feeling of we understand each other. Fast attachment is rarely about romance. It's about resonance. People who attach quickly are highly intuitive, sensitive to emotional cues, and deeply aware of the mood and energy of others. Psychologists call this high interpersonal sensitivity. When they meet someone who matches their tone, their humor, or their emotional depth, it creates a rapid sense of familiarity. Almost like, I've known you for years. Their brain interprets emotional alignment as safety, and safety accelerates attachment. They're not attached to attention, they're attached to connection. So if you're someone who gets attached easily, here's the truth. It's not a flaw. It's a sign that you feel deeply, you hope loudly, and you love with the kind of intensity most people spend their whole lives searching for. It means your heart is awake, your intuition is sharp, and your emotional world is richer than you think. But it also means learning to slow down, observe clearly, and give people time to reveal who they actually are, not who you imagine them to be. If this explained you even a little, you're not alone. And if you'd like more psychology videos that decode human behavior just like this, make sure to subscribe and stick around. There's so much more to uncover about the way your mind works.